Alright, so it's been about 2 months since I did a video out here in the bonsai garden, so I figured I would do an update for y'all. Stuff out here, and I changed some stuff around. I'm working on a bench right here. It's still not finished. I'm gonna get the legs. The legs right here are gonna be attached to it, and I'm gonna make it more sturdy because right now it wiggles. So it's kind of like a rocking chair, but that's not what I want it like. So it's going to be a good place to come out here and sit and read or just enjoy the outdoors. That's going to be the back right here to it. Still need to do a lot of work out here. It's kind of messy. A lot of wood shavings. A couple of trees out here that are looking good. I put a weed into a bonsai pot, kind of an accent plant. I have no idea what kind it is. It's just kind of cool, so did that. And I got some of my juniper trees out here. I think this was in my last video outside too. I'm not sure if it was up here or not, but really liking that one. I took the wire off of it recently, so it's looking really good. And then here's something new that I did out here. I got a root from one of the oak trees that fell down during the storm, and I put it on a little stand here and got some of my trees sitting on it. So that's looking pretty good. That's my red cypress, or red cedar, sorry, red cedar, and a couple of junipers, and then a couple of trees up here. And I put up the fence out here. I put up since the last video, put in this post and this post over here. I still need to put in a post here. I just haven't done it yet. In the ground right here, there's a ton of roots, so it's not very easy to put them up, and I've been working a lot of hours outside, so it's kind of hard to come home and do hard work in the bonsai garden. So we'll get it done though eventually. Did some trimming on this tree. It's looking pretty good. Needs to grow some more, but I got some more of the larger branches here I trimmed off, and I'm not sure if I want to keep them like this where it looks like dead wood or not, but probably not, but it looks good for now. And I got my my Russian olive tree is looking really good. It's growing out really good. Letting this branch thicken up a little bit. Got to let them grow and then trim them. And in the last video, this one was a stick. It had a couple of leaves up here and a couple of leaves down here. Now it's got some branches. It's looking really good. I'm super excited about this. Need to figure out what kind of tree it is. I'm not 100% sure yet. They grow all over the place out here in Florida, so it's just a tree I got from a pile of rubble at a work site that I was at. It's my other Russian olive. I took it out of the bonsai pot and put it into a nursery pot to thicken it up a little bit, because the one over here, it's growing really good and really fast, and it's actually thickened up quite a bit since putting it in here. So definitely want this other one to thicken up too. Got a couple of mango trees growing now. These planted from seed. You can actually see the seed right here. That's what the seed looks like. It's starting to rot away, which is good. It means the tree's starting to do really well. And I got a couple more tree stumps out here that I'm putting the trees on for stands and stuff, which makes it look kind of cool. Oak tree out here, starting to get some more leaves on the bottom there. It's kind of growing really slow, which is interesting. I don't know. I've never had an oak tree before this one, so it's just really interesting to learn how they grow. Definitely liking it. It's a pretty cool tree. Trim this one way back. I don't know if you can see all the actual branches because of the maple tree that's behind it, and that thing's growing really good. I have to look back at the last video because it was definitely in there, and it was probably about a third that size. It's looking really nice. That's going to provide some shade over here for the cuttings. These are all my cuttings and stuff that I pulled out of the ground, like this maple tree. It's looking really good. Super excited about that. It's starting to get some branches on it. And another one of these trees here. Gotta figure out what that is. Got a couple of more maples in the back here, this one and this one. And these are all the cuttings that I've got that were inside the greenhouse in my last video. Got a couple of seeds growing. Got another oak tree here and another oak tree here, which those are still really small, but they're growing really nicely, so that's encouraging. And then I got these guys down here. Pulled out a couple more of them since the last video. Finally found what it's called. It's called a pink cirrus. I hope that's how you pronounce it, but it's S-I-R-I-S is the spelling of it. So this one's doing really good. I cut these two branches back really far the other day, and they're already starting to put out some new growth. These things grow pretty quick, which is great. Those two branches right there were about this tall, so I had to cut them back. Need to start doing some more videos of my pruning. But yeah, I've got another one here. It's doing really good. It's growing nicely. It's got a whole bunch of branches on it, which I might just do a pruning video on this one here in the near future. And then I got a couple of got my maple tree here, which is doing really good. It's got nice leaves on it, and it's a really pretty tree. I'm super excited that this one actually filled out, because I don't remember in the last video if it had leaves on it yet or if it was just buds, but definitely looking good. And then I've got another one of those guys. And then I'm not sure exactly what this is. I think it might be some kind of weed or some kind of tree, because it's got really, you can't see it, it won't focus, but it's got woody bark on it, so it might be some kind of tree or some kind of shrub, but they grow wild out here. So I just put a couple of them in a pot, trying to make some bonsais out of them. I think they're pretty cool trees. Got all the lemon trees, or actually got the two lemon trees here, and then all the ones right down here are grapefruit trees, which they're still kind of yellow. They've been yellow the whole summer, so hopefully I put some food in there, so hopefully they'll start turning a little bit more green. And I got a beech that I just got not too long ago, so it's not in a pot yet, or a bonsai pot yet, still in the nursery pot. And then this is a willow leaf oak. It's a really cool tree. I've never really seen one before, but I like it. One of my friends gave me this one and the beechwood, so I could bonsai them. So they're looking really good. I'm liking them. And then this one was in my last video. It was in a different spot, but it's got a whole lot of new growth down here, which is super fantastic. I'm loving it. And the pomegranate tree is all up in the way. But yeah, it's getting a lot of new growth down there. I'm going to let it grow. All the new growth, I'm going to let it grow out to up here, so that it can be part of the canopy up here. And I'm going to let this one grow out to where it can be part of the canopy, and just have a really nice big canopy on top. I'm liking that tree. And the pomegranate trees are doing really good. They're growing nice and fast and just super healthy. They got some yellow leaves on them, but for the most part the trees are really, really healthy. Got a ton of bugs out here. It's so annoying. And I got another one of these, the pink cirrus. I fed this one, probably shouldn't have, because there was leaves on the top, and I'm pretty sure that there's still some buds there, so hoping that'll come back. But if not, it's still got some growth down at the bottom, so it should do all right. And then I've got the what is this? Locust, the honey locust. Planted this from a seed 2 years ago, and for some reason it's growing really slow. Normally they grow pretty quick, but it took quite a while for it to put out some leaves, so it's doing really good now. Hopefully it starts growing a little bit quicker maybe, but if not, I just enjoy it like it is, because that's one of the things I like about bonsai. You just enjoy the plants as they're growing. And this ficus nerfolia, or ficus benjamina, I defoliated it the other day, and it's already got some new leaves coming out, and it's looking really good, and that's gonna fill out really nice. And then one of my sarissas, it's got flowers on it, pretty flowers. They're kind of a whitish pink color, which is really cool. And then a little shrub, I'm not sure what that is. I just like the cool colors on it. And then I've got this guy. It's the citrus jasmine. And it's finally got a whole bunch of new growth on it, which is great, because it took forever for this one to start growing out here this summer, or this spring, I guess. It feels like summertime because it's pretty warm out here in Florida. Then my other maple tree is doing really good, and it's the other sarissa. This one's really starting to fill out. It's got a whole bunch of nice branches, and the nabari is looking really good. It's got some pretty gnarly roots on it. That one's almost about due for another pruning. I've pruned it like 3 times this year already. And then I've got my aloe of some sort. I can't remember what type of aloe it is, but I pruned it back really hard, and it's looking really good. Got a whole bunch of new branches growing on it, which is really cool. Got some back budding right here. Need to watch my camera other than my finger. But yeah, it's looking really good. I got this one over here. I finally put it in a bonsai pot. It was in a nursery pot with the rock in the dirt, so that I could get some roots to grow. And these things grow roots super rapidly. I had it in a pot for, I think it was about 2 months, and it already has a ton of roots, and they grow, and they're all the way around the tree. It's got some really nice roots on this side too. So, and they're actually starting to form to the rock, which is nice. Since I put it in the bonsai pot, they've thickened up quite a bit, and the canopy is looking really nice. It's got flowers on it too. These ones are a white variety. And then, of course, another weed. This one I actually had a cutting. I don't know if you can see it with the shadows, but it's a juniper cutting, and it looks like it's still alive, but that weed started growing in there, so I just kept it because it's kind of a cool plant. It's a vine, and I chopped it way back right here because it was super long. I'm thinking I might just let it go along the lattice here, so that it can give some more depth to everything. And I got another ficus here. This one's looking really good. Tons of leaves on it. Loving it. And this one I'm super excited about. This one almost died this last winter, but it's got some new growth on it. The trunk, you can see right here, it's actually pretty thick. It was about as thick as my thumb, and it was about, I don't know, about 13-14 inches tall, and most of the tree died. So I'm really excited about this one, because this one I got as a cutting from a tree from my great grandmother. So I was pretty devastated when I thought it was going to die, that it was dead, but it's coming back. So super excited about that. And then I've got the crown of thorns here, which this one was a cutting from one of my larger ones that I had that actually did die. Both the larger ones died this last winter. Didn't bring them inside, and the greenhouse wasn't up to keeping the cold out, so it died. And I've got my jade plant here, some variety, I'm not sure what it is, but it's looking really good. That was a stick when I first got it. It was about the size of just one of the branches, and it was about dead, and brought it back, so pretty cool. Got a couple more of the juniper over here and the African cherry, which has got some flowers on it. It's pretty exciting. Hopefully this year it puts out some cherries. Last year it did flower, but it didn't put out any cherries. So hopefully this year it will, and it's looking really good. I did some wiring on it this year to bring the branches up because they were, most of them were sagging. So that's looking really nice. I got another ficus over here and my other jade plant. Kind of a weird setup, but I need to put up more benches out here. So I'm going to do another bench over here that's going to be like these ones here. So working on that, just haven't gotten there yet. This is a new addition. I don't remember the name of it. I have the tag somewhere. I need to remember the names of these things and make more tags for them. And this is going to be more of my junipers and such over here. Haven't put a lot of these in bonsai pots yet. This one I did a major cut on it. It had a branch coming off the side here that was about this big, but it was 3 more branches just like this on the side, so it just kind of looked like a bowl right in the middle here. So I cut the other ones off and see what it looks like. So far I'm liking it. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with it yet, but kind of just gonna let it grow for a while. It looks like I got some new buds back here on it, which is great because I want this tuft to fill out a little bit. So that's looking really good. This one is actually a new addition also, because I actually picked it right next to the house and it already had this shape to it. So I just threw it in a bonsai pot and most of the leaves died and they're already coming back within a week and a half. So I'm thinking that tree is going to grow really fast. It's going to be pretty cool though. So it'll fill in that pot in a reasonable amount of time. And then I've got another one of the pink cirrus, which this one I cut off the top of it up here because it was really tall, and now it's got all this new growth on it because it was just a stick. And then it's got all this new growth on it too. And then this is a rose cutting from the rose bush. It's the only one that survived. I think I got about 28 cuttings that I tried rooting, and only one of them survived. So I'm gonna have to do something different this next year. Got another red cedar. This one I still working on wiring it, bending it a little bit. Still really young. It's got a long ways to go, but I think it's really cool. And then this is the next one I think I'm going to be doing some work on. I've been letting it grow because I didn't want to kill it. It's a super cool tree. I'm really liking it. I'm pretty sure that this whole side over here is going to become deadwood over here, and then I'm going to bend those branches into place. But I really like looking at this tree. It's a really cool tree. But it's getting close to time to work on it. So I'll probably put that one in YouTube videos when I do the work on it. So, but yeah, that's the new workings of the bonsai garden. I got a whole bunch of new stuff out here and working on getting some more stuff done. I did put in these logs here, over here also. And I've been working on the greenhouse. I need to add some more to this side over here. The canvas didn't fit all the way to the back, so I need to build something over here on the side. I think I might do something that's removable for the summertime so I can open it up like that, but during the wintertime I want it all closed in, and I'm gonna seal off the top also because it's not quite sealed off. So thanks for watching, everybody, and leave a comment and like the video and tell the bugs all to go away because they're annoying. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.